It says preparing
Okay.
for live stream the meeting. So we're about to see what happens here.
All right, we're finna wing it live, huh?
We're gonna wing it live, bro.
Let's do it.
And there we are.
Got it.
Setting the tone. We're live and direct to you from our cribs. We got a delay in that junk, don't we?
Yeah, it seems that way.
Yeah, I can hear you, but your picture is frozen.
Frozen.
Hold on a second. I don't like that.
Like that's your whole motherfucking grandmama. You know your fat ass motherfucking mama had respect for my motherfucking grandma. That's why she don't
What's
fuck
that?
with you. Fucking disrespectful. You think
Is that you?
Yeah. Yeah, that was my phone started talking. Some video that was on started on his own. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm about to if I turn it, yeah. Let me turn the screen off, make sure the screen is black. I don't know why it does that, man. I guess I'm just yeah, to let my kids have my phone. I wish I ain't need this motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Well, I ended that live
Still,
stream. I don't think it's going now. I think I ended it.
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, once you were saying what was going on, it kind of you can see it stop. Like you
yeah,
clicked
you
on
still
something.
frozen.
But your
Yeah.
screen is still frozen, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Your screen still froze.
Okay, give me 1 second here.
There you go. There you go. He's back.
All right, maybe I can't live stream. I got to figure some bugs out.
Okay.
So let's just do it the traditional way we've been doing it.
So as opposed to when you record through YouTube, you don't have to send it to YouTube. That's the difference.
Yeah, but I don't even do it that way. We recording through Zoom,
Okay.
and then once we record it to Zoom, I edit it on the computer, and then I
Okay.
put it on YouTube. Then I put it
Gotcha.
on YouTube. But
So,
I don't know how we can. I don't know. I haven't figured out if we went straight to YouTube to record to do it live. If it'll how all three of us will be on the screen at the same time instead of going through Zoom. I haven't figured that out. I have to read about that.
okay.
Do some research.
Wish I can help. I don't know
I
nothing
was
about
just
that.
trying some new shit today.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
it
I know my
popped.
daughter.
It popped up on my phone that you was going live, but I couldn't do nothing else.
yeah.
I guess because you had froze up or so.
I know my
Then I
daughter do a
stopped
lot
it.
of that Zoom stuff. I'm gonna talk to her and see what she's talking about.
Yeah. So I'm
Because
going
I
ahead and
don't know
start
nothing
this
about it.
Zoom meeting right now. If y'all ready.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
do this.
Welcome everybody to the Setting the Tone podcast. It's your man Tone. I got my guys with me today. Earl, the Mac, J Mac, Earl, and the boss. What's going on, fellas? I don't know who the fuck are y'all
Oh.
names up. I said Earl the Mac and J Mac the
Yeah.
Earl.
I said, okay. I hope my wife ain't watching that Mac shit might get me on the costume.
Oh, wait.
You would have seen my eyes like, wait a minute.
Hey, I fumbled and juggled the ball, but I still kept control of it.
Hey, like you never left.
I don't know if
Right.
the ref gonna say I had it when I hit the ground or if it hit the ground first.
Right.
You grasp it before you hit the ground. You good. It was a
Right.
catch. It was a catch.
It was a catch. All right.
It was a catch.
Fellas, what's going on with y'all today, man?
Another day of life, man.
Yes,
Another day of life.
Word.
As
Hey,
we
so
say, life be lifing.
life be life for real. Ain't no joke about that.
Uh-uh.
We got to keep
It don't
on
stop.
striving, bro. Keep the
Yes,
positive
sir.
energy.
It do not
Take care of
stop.
ourselves and our people around us.
Definitely.
For sure. Hey, so our Bears, man, the Chicago Bears, man, we've cut the roster down to 53. 53-man roster. Now the season's around the corner, a little over a week left, right? How many days we got
Yes,
left?
sir.
September
1 week.
8th. Yeah,
Yeah.
What?
that's long enough.
Yeah.
A little bit
So-
too long.
Yeah. But that's good for them. They get to heal some wounds, get to work on some things that they need to get together. So that's good for our guys. But for us as fans, now we got to go a whole week and a half or so before we see them play again, you know. But
It's
A lot of
anyway,
jaw jacking in between.
Why
A
the
lot of
gap?
jaw jacking.
We did all this preseason. Why they got to put a gap in between like they need some time off? Y'all done had the whole summer off, man. What's going down?
hey, that's a
Yeah,
fact.
yeah.
Is this
Normally we
normal?
go. Normally the next week right after preseason ends, we got the
Yeah,
season.
yeah.
So is that a new
They did like 2
CBA that
full
they?
weeks.
Yeah, 2 full weeks.
That's
They
crazy.
All right,
trying
That's
to,
fellas.
crazy. All right,
yeah,
let's do it.
they're trying to make it like a job.
Shit. I bet you them players look at it like a job.
Yeah,
Yeah, they get
especially when they
paid.
get paid.
Right. Let's talk about the 53-man roster now that we have, and some of the players that we saw that didn't make the squad, and some players that we thought probably should make the squad, and they got cut, waived, whatever you want to call it. I got a list of players that I thought were notable cuts, and y'all tell me what y'all think. I got Reddy Stewart, Greg Stroman Jr., Micah Baskerville,
Yeah,
Ian Wheeler, Kari
Mhm.
Blasingame,
yeah,
and then I put honorable mentions: Colin Johnson, Brett
yeah,
Rippon, Austin Reed.
yeah. Totally agree. Totally agree.
Who do you, of that group of players, you think should have made that squad? And
In my opinion, I like Baskerville. I thought he would have solidified a spot on the 53. As far as everyone else, I believe they're well, Greg Stroman. I thought he would have made the 53 as well. But
yeah,
as far as everyone else, I kind of agree with it. You know,
okay,
as far as teams, as far as players that didn't make the team, I can see
okay.
Reddy Stewart being on the practice squad. I can see Austin Reed going to the practice squad.
And he
Um,
did. He did clear and made it to the practice squad that was just announced a little while ago.
yeah. As
Yeah.
far as everyone else, it is what it is. But yeah, Kari Blasingame. You know, I see. To me, he seems to be a little um, shocking. But other than
Yeah.
that, everybody else
Now,
is what it is.
Blasingame, I did hear a report today that he's going to be joining the 53-man roster as what's his name? The long snapper is going to be placed on long-term IR
Patrick
Right,
Scales.
practice
right.
scale. So they're going to move Kari Blasingame into the roster. And then later on in the season, when Scales is healthy, somebody actually got to get cut from the team. I don't know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
somebody. But
By that time, it should be some telltale signs.
yeah,
You know, production on the field, stuff like that. In my opinion, I can almost say word for word what J Mac said, man. Stroman, I thought Stroman was a lot. That just tells you how deep our secondary is. I thought he was a lot. I thought Blasingame was a loss, our fullback. I mean not lost, a lot. And then last, I thought that uh I can't think of his name now. I'm drawing a blank. Uh, the receiver, Colin Johnson, I thought that he had a chance to make it, but apparently he got hurt after that first preseason game, and unfortunately for him, he wasn't able to show anything else. Uh, and then
yeah,
Bakersville, I thought that pick six, bought him some time, but hey,
yeah.
like I said though, I'm
Mhm.
sorry. Remember,
Go
I
ahead.
said that I think that it's going to be like a shopping line outside of our door when they get this cutting. And I know if we don't get them guys on our practice field, especially the vested veterans, they become free agents. They can sign with whoever they want after as long as they got 4 years or more. Once they get cut, they become free agents. They don't have to wait for a waiver and the practice squad. So I
Yeah,
believe if we don't get Stroman, Blasingame, and Johnson and And the other guy said Bakersville. Ain't nobody finna wait. They finna snatch it. I think Strowman going to soon as he can walk out the door. If we don't get him back.
Yeah. Like I said, Blasingame is already returning to the Bears, so we're good on him.
Okay.
But I was kind of shocked that well, I ain't gonna say shocked, but I thought Reddy Stewart, Micah Baskerville, and Greg Stroman did enough to make the squad. But I guess, like you said earlier, the team was so deep at those positions that it wasn't a spot left for them, even though some players might have gotten picked up, might have made the squad over them that probably didn't have as good of a camp or preseason game on paper, on film, should I say, than those guys. Now, Austin Reed, I was shocked. I was first, before we get to Austin Reed, I was shocked that we only kept 2 quarterbacks on the active roster. That shocked me when the 53-man roster came out. I was like, damn, they're not going to keep Brett Rippon or Austin Reed on the roster? Damn. That shocked the hell out of me. But
remember, they got that third quarterback rule, that emergency quarterback rule. So you know instantly somebody's going to go to the practice squad. Yeah.
So they did. Austin Reed did clear waivers, and they did bring him to the practice squad. Ian Wheeler, I guess what sealed his fate was the torn ACL.
Yeah, the ACL.
That left the gateway for someone else to make the squad because he was automatically going to IR or getting waived. So that left left the door cracked for your boy Velus Jones Jr., to be honest with you.
Yeah, that 39-yard TD he ran.
And he had a good performance too. Yeah, good performance in that last game. So the combination of those two things opened the door for him. But Colin Johnson just couldn't get past his injury history. He has a history of injuries, and it struck again. It reared its ugly face again on him, and he couldn't get it past the first preseason game.
Sad. That's sad because he's good.
But the thing is, I would have tried to figure out. You just can't teach 6'6", man. You just can't teach.
No, 6'6". You can't.
No,
man, I would have figured out something.
Man. But it must be something in his game that's not elevating him to the next level to where he can.
He played good at receiver that game. Yeah. He played good at receiver, and he played good on special teams, and he's 6'6".
Yeah.
Hello.
You know?
Yeah. That plays dividends down there in the red zone.
Yeah. Fact.
Yeah. Them back shoulder throws and them high point passes back to the back of the corner of the end zone. Yeah. It pays dividends, but unfortunately he couldn't crack the roster for some reason. Again, injury. And he ain't been back on the field since the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah. I'd like to know in detail from Coach and from the and Poles, the GM, what didn't Reddy Stewart do to make the squad? What did Micah Baskerville do to make the squad? Greg Stroman Jr. What didn't they do? They seem like they did everything they were asked to do, and they did it well. I just want to know, what didn't they do? Like, to go to my next topic, it was some players that I felt like shouldn't have made the squad. I got Velus Jones as one of them. I got Dominique Robinson as one of them. I got Larry Borum as one of them. And I have Karan Amagaji as one of them. He didn't earn a spot on the team. I understand he was a draft pick this year, but he didn't do anything to earn a spot, to make the team. It's just a cold world, but he made the team.
Well, with the Karan Amagaji, okay, he's a 3rd round pick. Hey, you ain't finna put him on the practice squad. So you gotta that pick you gotta protect. This for some reason. I mean, just the same as Velus Jones. Everybody knows Velus Jones ain't did nothing to deserve to be on the squad, but you gotta justify that 3rd round pick. Dom Rob, I think his thing was he's stout against the run.
He got some video on somebody, man. I'm telling
you. Probably so. Probably so. But he's setting the edge against the run, even though he got that 1 sack against San Fran. what was that, last season before last, and he
Season
ain't
before,
took
yeah.
off since.
Yeah.
So
Like, come on now, give Micah Baskerville a spot. Dom Rob don't
You know
deserve
what?
that spot. Larry
I think
Borum is injured, and he still don't deserve the spot. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
at the end of the day, it became a numbers game per position.
Yeah.
I think, and then like you said, the Ian Wheeler, Colin Johnson injuries made it easier for some to get onto the team that you like. We all thought should have made it, but at the end of the game, at the end of the day, the quarterback won't count against us on the practice squad. And then, Ian Willard, man, I wish we could have saw some more of him, man. I think he would have moved up steady up that the rankings throughout the season, man. He ran that ball good. He was determined when he made his one cut and go, with all that dancing and spinning. And when he seen the hole, he hit that joker hard and he hit it fast. Man, I wish we could have seen that. That's a loss, man. I hope, some kind of way we can maybe get him back next year, because it seemed like in the ACL tear, he's done for this year. So I don't know how they're gonna hold on to him, but if there's a way, they need to. You know what I mean?
well,
And then some of it seemed like it's almost trying to protect. I understand protecting the third round, and he got to be on the squad. But like something I read last night kind of made me think all of his fifth round picks made it onto the team since he's been running the draft. Ryan Poulter talking about, guys. I'm like, all the fifth round players still on the team.
yeah,
So I don't know. Is he trying to, you know what I mean? I don't want to say that. I don't know that much about him. I don't want to say that. But all the fifth round, that's in some territory that I've never heard of. All the fifth round picks that he's
Yeah.
made since he's been here still on the team. That's good. Either he doing some hell of a picking, or he trying to, hey, I don't know what to
yeah,
say about that.
Yeah. I
he's
feel you.
got conviction. He's got conviction about his players. I mean, I drafted them, so I want to see what they got. Instead of just unfortunately cutting your losses. So, but that's the game we play.
I mean, but is that a good thing or a bad thing? You can look at it both ways. One way you can look at it is that look, he's trying to develop homegrown talent. I get it. That's how New England stayed good for so many consecutive years. They picked talent. But one thing that New England did when they see it didn't work, hey, they got rid of it. They didn't try to hold it to make it work. You know what I mean? So I get
Yeah.
the
And that's
picture
the
that
thing
is
I
kind
have.
of given off.
Yeah, that's the thing I have with Poles. I feel like he's holding on to players that's not working out. For example, Velus Jones to me. It's like, no, I picked him in the third round. We got to find a job for him. Okay, he can't punt return. Let's make him kick return. All right, well, he's okay at kick return, but he's not great. He's a receiver. Well, no, he's not that good as a receiver. All right, let's put him at running back. Like, let's stop holding on to your losses, man. Cut your losses. Like, Velus is decent, but man, that spot could have went to any of those guys we mentioned earlier, man. That spot could have went to any of those guys. They actually had good camps from day one to the end, and he had flashes, and his flashes were great. But I just don't believe in him long term, man. Like, get somebody else a shot. You didn't give this dude so many shots, in my opinion. But we all have opinions, so.
But as you said, like with Colin Johnson, as you said, you can't teach 6'6", can't teach Velus' speed.
True.
But at the same time, there's a lot of other speed guys out there too.
I'm about to say we got a lot of speed on our team already, right?
Right. You got a lot of
do.
speed guys out there that can actually
We don't
hold
have a lot
on to
of-
the ball and catch it.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of 6'6" guys at receiver on our team.
No.
We got a lot of speed at receiver, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's our total
Definitely
receiver?
got speed.
6'3" or 6'4"?
I'm not sure how tall is
Wouldn't that be that would be a
Keenan Allen.
Doomsday, right? Like six,
Doomsday
Doomsday-
6'3" and a few inches. Yeah, it's 6'3" and some extra change.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I know him and Keenan
wanna make
is
sure I got
they
that
like
right.
neck and neck as far as height.
Yeah. They pretty tall for
Yeah.
receivers.
Yeah,
6'6"
right.
is
Yeah,
different.
anything 6'2" or better is nice. What
Oh,
about
yeah.
Komet? What is Komet? 6'5"?
I think
Komet's a tall guy.
I think Komet like he's 6'5".
Yeah.
He's gonna have some height down there in the red zone as well.
Definitely.
Yeah, him and Everett.
I'm definitely putting him on my fantasy team for the red zone part of his game, especially because Caleb Williams gonna look to his tight ends as a rookie quarterback.
I hope so, because in Shane Waldron's offense, tight end wasn't featured as much.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. But I
got
always.
to. No, I was just gonna add to that. Maybe I don't know if it's because of Noah Fant or maybe it's because the receivers you got around you. But anytime you don't anytime you don't profile a high draft pick like Noah Fant, I mean, something must be wrong. Either something wrong with his game or it's just your game planning.
Or the quarterback, the veteran quarterback, he ain't looking to bail out his tight end either. We got a rookie quarterback. That's always your bailout, your tight end. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I don't know. I'm just speculating.
I don't know, but I want to think because in Denver he was starting to take off. So I don't know what happened.
Sometimes people get, they sometimes when you got these players struggling to find their niche in the league, a lot of people lose faith in them and they give up on them, man. I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
we did pick up somebody though. We just signed somebody, a defensive tackle. Last name Roberts. Yeah, Sam Roberts from New England. And they say they expect for him to get some time in his first game because of Zach
When
Pickens.
did we sign him? Just now?
Yes. Bears signed Sam Roberts to practice squad. Expect to be used in week 1.
Oh, wow. So practice squad expect to use
week
1. Thank you.
Yeah. They said that, NFL roster continue to shift Wednesday. Chicago Bears have made a change in their defensive line. They've signed former New England Patriots defensive lineman Sam Roberts to the practice squad. This is according to Adam Schefter. Said that he's although he's been assigned to the practice squad, he's intended to get into the rotation for game 1 against Tennessee.
Oh wow!
That means to me that means that injury to Zach Pickens must be pretty significant.
Well, for what they're saying that he escaped injuring it bad. That's why they didn't put him on IR. So it's not as bad as it could have been, but it's a little bit more serious than just a little, stinger or pinch nerve type shit.
What exactly is the injury? Because I haven't heard anything.
It just say groin. I'd say exactly what this defensive tackle who was in doubt for the start of the regular season as he battles a groin injury. It appeared that Pickens avoided serious injury when the team did not have to place him on injured reserve as part of their initial 53-man roster. It says that as he continues to battle the groin injury, the Bears address their depth at defensive tackle. He's 2022 6th-round pick.
We was pretty thin there, so with Pickens out, we were pretty thin.
Yeah.
They just left us Billings, right? Billings was the nose tackle.
Billings was the only rotational player that I had faith in anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means some of the guys you didn't have no trust or faith in. Some of the guys that you cut just to bring them back to fill that spot that you got to go claim somebody off waivers.
Yeah,
we do. We did lose one. I don't think it's no big deal. We lost tight end
Brandon Bates.
to the Jets.
Yeah. I actually was looking forward to seeing him on the practice squad because I thought he balled out pretty good in
he did.
I agree. He was probably an honorable mention on my list I should have made because he definitely had a good preseason.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he could make the roster, but definitely a practice squad player.
Right.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I think we've always carried more than 3 tight ends. For some reason, we only carrying 3 this season. I thought we carried 4 last year.
Okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one that saw that.
Well,
don't we usually carry about 4?
Do we need 4? Because sometimes that third tight end don't get on the field unless it's a running play, which is Mercedes Lewis.
With the talent that we have at tight end, I'll say I don't think it's a necessity. I think you're just so
No.
used to seeing it. It's kind of weird that you don't see it. But with between Jarrett and the Komet, hey, we're comparable, bro. I, I'm ready, and you can see that Caleb has started to really start cooking with Everett in that Bills game. I know he caught at least 3, but I thought he was targeted at least 6 times. Everett.
Yeah. He was targeted
I
quite a
like
few
him.
times.
I can't wait to see. Yeah, I can't wait to see. Man, I'm geeked about this season, man, and I haven't felt this jittery probably since the 2006 season, so or 5-6 season.
How many running
I
backs
ain't
did we
there
keep? I
yet.
can't remember. We got how many running backs do we have?
4.
4. We got Swift, Herbert, Roshan, and I think they had Homer on there.
Oh, 5. Homer and well, you got a
Bayless.
Bayless. Yeah.
Even though they
Bailey,
listed
yeah,
him as a
Bailey.
receiver, they listed him as a receiver. But come on now.
Yeah, they didn't have him. Yeah, they don't have him listed as
Yeah, he's not going to get no reps at receiver.
Nah. So we kept 5 running backs. We really need 3.
Yeah.
yeah. One of those spots
That's
should
it.
be given up to Colin Johnson, man. I don't care. But isn't it kind of funny when you listen and you hear that Bayless made it and calling out there? I don't care what he hurt. If he can come back, he should be kept.
God, it's a couple players. I'm like, Bayless made it. We should have kept the Ray Stewart or Michael Baskerville or somebody. Ray
Yeah.
Strowman.
I
Like,
very, very much agree. Very much agree.
let Bayless go find a home.
True. He needs to find his home. He needs to find a home somewhere.
Yeah, preferably in a different city.
Yeah,
Speaking of
long as.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, as long as he don't go to KC and take off with Mahomes and want to start catching passes and running routes.
Bayless.
Hey,
Yeah.
no, that ain't gonna happen. Look, they couldn't get Kadarius Toney together. That boy was dropping everything. No, it's not gonna happen.
Right about that. You're right
the same
about
player.
that.
They the same player.
That's how you catch.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
No, but
yeah.
Speaking of Bayless, let's shift a bit to the Hard Knocks. I see they featured him last night on Hard Knocks, man. He seems like a very likable person.
Okay. Who, Bayless?
Yeah, he seems very likable. He's all centered into his peace and meditation and things like that.
Was that Adrian Colbert or
No,
Bayless?
you're right. That was Adrian Colbert. I'm mixing them two up, man. I swear. That was Adrian Colbert that was all into that.
I'm gonna say, it may be good for your life, but sometimes taking that dog out you for some goddamn peace will fuck your career.
That's Adrian Colbert, who didn't make the squad either. Adrian Colbert.
That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That centered piece, and everybody wants to be that takes away from your dog. You need that dog in the game of football. You can be the peacemaker after the game, player.
Yeah.
I tell my linemen this all the time. all the time. Being a dog on the field does not mean you got to be a butthole off the field. But when you get in between these lines, sideline to sideline, goal to goal, you got to be a dog. That's the way the game is played. You're going to be on the sideline wondering what you need to do to get in the game.
Well, on only pushback I got for that is not really pushback, but at the same time is gaining his inner peace outside of football.
Yeah.
To keep him grounded.
That's my point.
Keep him control whatever
right.
is in him. Yeah.
Right.
Rage or pain or whatever.
Yeah. We don't know what that man might be going through, for him to gain his inner chi. So.
Right, because they showed that piece where he was hit by a car as a kid.
Yeah,
he was in a coma for how many days? For a while.
I said 2 weeks.
So, yeah.
Whoa.
Damn, it's like
Yeah. So I mean, anything that you can do to try to pull yourself back, and he's done that, and he's at least made it to the league, even though he's been from team to team. So I have to commend him on that. You know, you did.
Ooh.
You know, you still set out to accomplish your goal, and that's to make it in the league.
That boy been on a lot of teams, haven't he?
Yeah. Yep.
I
Yeah.
was like,
Yes, he has.
damn.
Yeah.
And
Hey, but he's
he
still
got that
fighting, man. I love it.
right. Exactly. He's still
Still
fighting.
fighting.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, I just to finish that point off, finding your inner key to stop you from not only causing harm to yourself physically and mentally in different ways, but it also, outside of football, you can live a regular life. My point is, you got to understand when and where it's appropriate. Just like bad manners, good manners and certain things are only appropriate during certain part of your life. You try to bring that cheap stuff into the game, not saying that it ain't good for you off the field. If it's going to take that awareness and that edge that you need to make it on the field, you might want to think about that.
That's a
You
fact,
know,
Jack. That's a fact.
that's
And
all
I
I'm
think we
saying.
all have to have that yin and yang balance. It's all a balance. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
in your job as a football player, you to me, you gotta be nasty. You gotta be a dog at every
Yeah.
position on the field, in my opinion. Offensive lineman, defensive lineman, quarterback, receiver, corner,
Mhm.
tight end, whatever. You gotta just be a dog. And then when you walk away from the field
Yeah.
to civilian
Yeah.
life, set that
Do what you
aside.
got to
So
do. Yeah.
you gotta have that yin and yang, in your life.
Yeah.
Maybe it could be he possibly does it, it could help him on the field because it could help him clear his mind so he could focus on what he got
Yeah,
going on. It could
focus.
probably, it
Yeah,
could help him in
that's
that way
true.
as well.
Yeah. Again,
So
and that's
Excellent
that. Yeah.
point for sure.
And let me say this, mental health is important. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying knowing how to channel it and knowing when to channel it could either
Mhm.
help or hurt you on the field as well. So it's all like you said, it's all a
Yeah,
balancing act. The game, like I said, like we always say, the saying the young people got going on that life be life in us. It don't stop because you make millions of dollars. So knowing when and where and how to apply the skills, mental health or being a dog on the field is just as important as knowing when to snap and slide when you're a quarterback. So
yeah, but just watching him play, especially in that KC game, I didn't see no. I mean, he was playing, he was balling. Besides that stiff arm that he got, but outside of that, he,
the running back.
outside of that, outside of that, he pulled it back in. He played a good game.
yeah, he did.
Played a good game.
All right.
Hey, what on that Hard Knocks last night that pulled at my heartstring, man, was the Ian Wheeler part when he was in the
Yeah,
game. The coaches love him, man. The running back coach and the assistant running back coach, you can see the love they have for him. You can see the passion they have for him. You can see that they wanted him to succeed so badly. They gave him so much tough love, and in the end, they was like, man, we believe in you, basically. You know what I'm saying? And for him
yeah.
to tear his ACL in that game, and for him to
Man.
for his mom to be there and see that shit hurt me a little bit. I was like, damn.
It did. And being a person that's done tore mine twice, uh, first time when he playing football broke my heart. I wasn't even playing football. I was playing basketball. And,
Mhm.
you guys know, like I know, full court basketball keeps you in some of the best shape on the planet, full court basketball. And, that's what I did. Every night I would, we run 2 or 3 games. That was my workout. Sometimes I didn't even pick up a weight. But, it's a burden physically and mentally. Mentally, because you're trying to figure out, am I ever going to be the same? And you're jumpy. Anything that comes close to whatever you hurt, you're jumpy, and you really don't think you can play the game no more until after you get that first hit, and you can get up and walk away from it. And sometimes it takes not only the rest of the season that you got hurt in, but the season after that to get well enough inside of your own head you can play the game again. I know I went through it. I didn't. I'm telling you, I was faster. I was stronger, but stepping on that field was a nightmare until I got that first hit and was able, first meaningful hit that hit me on that knee that took me down awkwardly. And I was able to get up, walk away and say, oh, I'm still the same. Then I started playing like I usually play. But that's mentally, that can scar you for a long time.
Yeah.
I can imagine. I think what tugged at me the most was just having his mother there, man. When you, I'm 54, just happy to see 54.
Right.
And I lost my mother 19, 20 years ago. And just seeing him being able to hug his mom, and that tugged at me because I missed just
Yeah.
grabbing my mother and hugging her and
Yeah.
just getting that motherly love, man. You that's something you can't replace.
You got to
And
remember
that's what tugged at
this
me the
guy's
most.
this guy's still a kid. You know what I mean?
Still a
He's just
kid.
fresh
Right.
out of high school. I mean, college.
Yeah.
Fresh out of college.
Right.
He's still a kid. And that long hug, that long embrace from his mom, man, that shit just like, damn. And
But you know that it's gonna be all right. And you do. Mom gives you that the feeling that it's gonna be all right. And that's all that you need at that moment. Tomorrow will be what it's gonna be. But at that moment, that hug from his mom probably did way more than we will ever know for him.
yeah, that's
You
for
know?
real.
Yeah.
And she knew something was up as soon as he walked off the field. He had a limp. She was like, "Oh, he's limping, and she just knew something wasn't right. And then he went to the sideline. The assistant coach, she was like, "Is everything good?" He's like, "Nah, it's not." She's like, "You good?" He's like, "Nah." He answered that shit twice. Like, "I ain't good." Shit.
Yeah.
Right.
So he knew something was up. He got hit on the outside of that knee, and that MRI
And
came back.
I wholeheartedly believe if he don't get injured, Baylor's not on his team.
Man, I swear I feel that way, man.
Yeah.
Because the coaches, you can see the way the coaches handled him and the way they handled Velus was totally different. Like, they were giving Ian Wheeler a bunch of love, a bunch of tough love, trying to push him, trying to motivate him because they saw something in him. And they even said they saw something in him. They wanted him to be on the team. They wanted him to be good. And then the love they showed Velus was like more encouraging. Like, yeah, good job, good job. Because you've been here already, so we need you to be
Right.
It was a different type of love. It wasn't no hate, but it was just an encouraging type of love where we expect you to be good. Come on now, good job. All right, that was a good run, Bayless.
Yeah.
I like that. But
I likened it to a situation that I had to handle with my own children. When one of your children is doing what they're supposed to do, it's not that you don't want to help them no more. You're not there for them. You just know that you need to give more of that time to the child that's not having as much success in life, and that's what it is. Hey, Velus, we don't love you any less. We just know that this is something that you should be doing already. So, attaboy, go back to it. This guy just learning how to run and the system and crawl. So we got to get up under him and say, hey, man, try it again. You're doing okay. Let's go back and try it again. Go back to the drawing. But we're going to give him a lot more attention because this guy is new to the team, and we're trying to see if we got something in him. So it's not that they don't appreciate what Baylor is doing. It's just that, listen, bro, 3 years, you know what you're doing. Hey, good job on that play. Let's go make 2 of them now. You come on over here, let me talk to you. You need to do this, that, and that. Now let's go try again. So that's just the difference. It's not that we see any less value in you as a person. It's just that you know what you're doing already. This guy don't.
For sure. As a coach, you gotta treat each player the same, but at the same time, you gotta treat them differently according to who they are and what you need from them.
Exactly.
Skill
set, all that.
I saw a lot of Tyson Bagent in the Hard Knocks. What's up with that? He getting a lot of airtime, a lot of video time in the Hard Knocks. Like, he's the backup QB. Like, why is he getting so much love? It was just his dad all in the bar doing the arm wrestling shit in the stands.
That's what he's known for.
Yeah,
his dad, arm wrestling.
Tyson Bagent. I know he's known for that, but why are they getting so much attention on Hard Knocks? The Tyson Bagent and his family. Like, where's Tatum? Why are we showing more?
Certain shit that they showing that I don't even think it's prevalent to the freaking show. But I guess we need to learn the players and what makes the players go. But at the same time, we talking about football. I want to see some football.
Yeah, and I'm not saying don't show Tyson Bagent any airtime, I'm just saying the amount that he's getting is like you would think he was a star on the team.
Yeah.
Could
Yeah.
Could it be? Could it be because Caleb is not getting that much action in preseason? Maybe he's the one that the quarterback, no matter what, is going to get the most time on the film. No matter
Could
what
be.
we're talking about, quarterback will get the most time. Maybe it's because now that Bajan is basically getting all the clock. Maybe he's the quarterback to talk about at this moment. I don't know. I got rid of all my paid channels. I got tired of seeing the same damn movie every week, every month, every year. So I got rid of my paid channel. So only time I can see Hard Knocks is when they decide to re-show it on YouTube. So I didn't see that episode.
Okay. But I don't. I mean, it's. This is my first year watching Hard Knocks. I guess I'm not all that well as far as I'm not all impressed with it because I guess there's Hard Knocks before this season that's been actually better and that's been actually showing some football. And right now we just getting players and what they doing with their lives outside of football, which is good because they have lives outside of football, but we want to see the intricacies of training camp.
Of the
What's
team,
going
training
on?
camp,
Yeah.
see more of that.
But
And we got that on the previous episode, more of
Mhm.
the team and the training camp and the game, and the intricacies like you mentioned. But this episode is more of a real Housewives or whatever you want to call it, like that type of episode, more of that type of reality TV where you got all the behind the scenes stuff for their personal lives instead of their actual jobs as football players. And like I said, Bajan is a cool story because he came out of nowhere to somewhere. But the amount of time that he's getting is like, you would think he's the star of the team. Like, damn, focus on somebody else.
Right.
Yeah. Focus on the team itself, the practices. Because I noticed we had that dust up where in that practice where we had 2 fights. They started showing one and then they cut it. When Dex knocked Wheeler on his ass. And then they cut it. And then they had a dust up after. I think they had like a dust up or 2 after that. They didn't show none of that.
No, they showed a little bit of the. No, you're right. They showed the Wheeler, some of the Wheeler dust up yesterday.
Yeah.
Right.
Then that's it. And I mean, hard. I mean, there's no hardcore. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean,
no. The name of the show is Hard Knocks.
Thank you, Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks.
Thank you, Hard Knocks. You
Yeah.
can't edit the language. You can't. It's football.
Yeah.
People when they hitting people. Fuck shit. You gonna hear all of that when you hitting people.
Right.
You gotta edit all that shit out. It's part of football. That's what makes us go. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the rumor on Facebook where it was saying Virginia McCaskey made sure that they didn't have any cursing in Hard Knocks?
Yeah, I believe that was part of some flukes type shit. That's just my
I don't
opinion.
know if it's true or not, but yeah, that was the rumor flying around.
Because they
Well,
said
you know what?
Papa Bear was a fucking sailor, from what I heard.
Yeah. Oh yeah. George Hollis didn't play that. George Hollis said what he wanted to say.
Yeah, why you want to cut out the cuss words, the profanity?
It's
that's
it's on HBO for Christ's sake. You can cuss on HBO.
That part. That's why they put it on cable to be able to have the kind of talk they want to say. They want to say.
Talk your talk.
I haven't seen, like I said, so much of it this year, but in prior years, I love watching it, and so I can't compare. But I know, and yesteryear when you saw the Dolphins and the Raiders, they would show the teammates. Like I know the one year they had Dallas, they were showing where Dak had bought what's the running back?
Zeke.
What's the running back?
Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott.
Bought him something like a Gucci bag for his birthday. They had a whole piece on that. So I know they do get into delve into the lives of these players, but it sounds like they're doing a little bit too much. With this go round, I haven't seen much of it.
Yeah.
So to me, only one episode was really a football focused episode. Okay. The other episodes were a mixture of football and off the field stuff, in my opinion. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's
to
something.
me, the first episode was the hardest, and then it's like they're like falling off afterwards. But it was that first episode. I guess it's that euphoria of we finna see our Bears on Hard Knocks.
Right.
Everybody
Yeah. And we
geeked
want
up
to see
for it.
football. Not
Right.
nobody
No,
holding hands singing
yeah.
Kumbaya, huh?
I don't know if the first episode was the hardest for me. It might have been the second episode, but I've enjoyed them all just differently. I guess I would say I enjoyed them differently.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
And the first episode was more of a anticipation type thing. I've been waiting for this. I can't. Yes. Can't wait to see the Bears behind the scenes. But yeah, I enjoyed them all for different reasons, and we got one more episode of Hard Knocks, and then it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
I thought we get 6 episodes.
It's 5. 5 episodes.
It's 5?
Yeah, it's 5 episodes.
Damn, I thought we get 6.
And then now
I'm about to double check, but I believe it's 5.
I thought it was 5 too. I know also now, they're going into the season now. Hard Knock mid-season or end season or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not us. They're gonna probably
No,
be
that's
somebody else.
yeah, that's another team. Yeah, it's gonna be another team.
5 episodes, fellas.
Okay.
I just got did you guys get the notification about who's what the 14 they signed to the practice squad?
It had to just come through because when I checked, it was only 5, and they only had to sign 5 so far.
Where you get this notification from? Where you get it from?
Off Twitter.
Okay, I don't be checking my
the Bears account.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got we signed Baskerville, Theo Benedict, the Canadian Eagle, Stephen Carlson at tight end, Byron Cowart, Jake Curran, Colin Johnson,
all right,
Quindale Johnson, Carl Jr., Carl Jones Jr.
Ain't that a fast food joint?
Yeah.
Carlson's.
Yeah, Carl Jr. Tavares Moore, Austin Reed, he's on the practice squad.
Good.
Brady Stewart back on the practice squad.
All right. Okay. That's what I'm talking about.
Some of the guys that we expected not to get cut at least did make the practice squad.
Right. So we get to hold on to them. How does the practice squad work? Do we if another team wants to sign them, they have to sign them to the 53-man roster. They can't sign them to their practice squad.
Yeah, right, they got to sign them to the 53.
I know we're 9th in the waiver line as far as our record. So anybody we want to poach, there's 8 teams in front of us that can get to that player before us.
Well, I think that's over with now. The waiver is over with.
Yeah, that's over with now.
Yeah, but that means these players will have to make this other team's 53-man roster, and that means they playing they playing in the game probably,
right?
Likely.
But it was the lineman that they got from Cleveland. I mean, I know it's just a 6th-round pick and a pick swap. Yeah. You could have waited till he got cut.
That's a fact. Well, he might not have made it to the Bears at 9th in waivers.
He's an undrafted free agent. Played 13 games with 6 tackles in his career.
Yeah.
You could have waited till he got cut.
I feel what you're saying. What you're putting down there. Yeah, that make a whole lot of sense. Could have waited.
But now
you know what? And I would love. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, but the one that they spent the other 6th-round pick on, that end from Seattle, that was good value.
Yeah.
That was good
Taylor,
value.
right? His name's Taylor, right? Last name Taylor.
Taylor. That was good value.
Darrell Taylor, yeah.
Hey, he got on the mic right away and said, man, walking through the building, talking to the players, I'm excited to be here. You can tell from talking from the to the players that they're ready.
Hey, he wants to play in a 4-3 because he mad they switched to a 3-4.
Right.
He wants to play in a 4-3.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to notice now there is a big difference in playing a 4-3 as opposed to playing a 3-4.
especially if you're a defensive end. Especially if you it's the
Yeah.
difference between playing with your hand in the dirt and out of the dirt for a defensive end.
Right.
You got to play pass
So-
coverage in the 3-4. You might not be fast
You
enough.
do. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
If you're a defensive
3-4, you
end,
gotta drop
and
back
they
in
don't
the
even
cover.
call you a DN, they call you a linebacker. So
Outside
you gotta be able to
outside
cover.
linebacker. Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta be able to cover.
for sure.
Yep. So that's why he's 31 times excited to be a Bear, so he can put his hand in the dirt
There
and
you go.
get out to the quarterback. I kind of see him. I kind of see him and Austin Booker on this. You know, he got more experience than Austin Booker, but I kind of see that motor. Their motor's the same to me.
Yeah,
It's like
I
they're
felt that
relentless
too.
at trying to get out to the quarterback.
I think they're gonna rotate between them two whenever they kick D-Walk in.
D-Walk.
Yeah, and they're gonna decide which one of those two gonna play on the edge.
Yeah, because they both gonna get some time, and I think between the two of them, you got to get at least the two of them. I'm saying at least 12 sacks.
I was gonna say
At
10,
least
but
12.
you got them at 12. Okay.
Yeah, between the two of
But
them.
like you said, that motor, man, that motor is going to be the cleanup sacks. If you looked at a lot of what Booker and Hardy was doing, a lot of those was forcing sacks to each other. That pressure.
Yeah.
And who was that? Kareem, number 52 on the other side. When those three was in, they had something working, man. They were basically chasing sacks into each other's arms.
Yeah, they was collapsing that pocket pretty good.
Man, I'm telling you, our second string. Man, I'm excited, bro. That's all I can say. I'm excited. I'm excited, man. I think Tennessee finna get their ass tore off.
I'm sorry, but that's something else I wanted to touch on because that was a surprise to me that they kept Hardy because everybody was considering if Dom Rob made the team, Hardy's getting cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they kept extra defensive ends, basically.
Yeah, we got 6.
Right.
We got 6. We don't need 6.
Now go all the way back to the beginning of the program, and we were saying about how many people we keeping and who's going to get dropped once Patrick Scale gets healthy.
One of them.
Well, also Jake Martin is due to come back from IR.
Or him. Yeah. Jacob Martin, Dom Rob, or Hardy. One of them getting cut when Scale.
I don't think it's gonna be Hardy. Hardy played lights out, man. Hardy
played lights out.
Well, we're gonna see because we got season to play, right? We got the season to play. Now, if Dom Rob balls out during the season when Scales come back, why not keep him? These are regular season games that actually mean something to the team now.
There you go.
Same with Hardy. If he balls out during the season, when Scales come back, one of them fellas got to go. These are the ones that count.
Yeah, somebody's gonna have to get cut.
Yeah.
And
so are we still worried about? Are we still as worried about the defensive end as we was at the beginning of training camp?
I'm not worried about it.
I'm more worried about the tackle. I'm more worried about the D tackle.
And that's only rotation.
That's the right now. That's our weakest position is D tackle.
We don't have a whole lot of depth there.
Yeah.
And the talent there.
I don't think it's as weak as people may think. I just think we need a couple more rotational pieces to keep them fresh.
I just don't think the talent is elite there or very good there after you get past Billings and Dexter. I don't think we have great talent there. And it's thin. You know?
Very thin.
What do you think?
I think so.
Boss?
I think that we need more. We need at least one more defensive tackle to just the rotational part of it. Like Javonte or Dexter is the only one that I'm gonna single out. All the rest of them junks need to show me something. I like Billings, but I need to see more on the field from him. Pickens, I don't know what's keeping him in the uniform. Maybe y'all seen something I didn't see, but I don't know about Pickens.
What was he drafted at Sims? What position?
Third round.
Third round?
Yeah, third round.
Right
after he was the next pick, right after Dexter.
Yeah,
he got a special heart. He got a special place in his heart for them 3rd and 5th round picks.
Like I said, I had more. I thought Pickens showed more promise at the 3 tech during his tape that I saw than than Dexter.
Javon Dexter, yeah. I
Yeah.
agree with you there. But since then, since the college tape, Dexter has taken off and Pickens hasn't.
Right.
Man.
Yeah.
So,
And
You have to go with
I
the
don't,
present.
of course,
Yeah.
like you guys said, we still got a season to play. But man, if Dexter is playing like he looked on tape this preseason, he has indeed took that jump that we look for in that second year from a top-notch player.
He's going to have to show a motor now, which we haven't seen
Yeah.
because we don't have quality depth at his spot. So he's going to have to play a lot of snaps.
Yeah. Well, he came in fit with it 15 pounds lighter, I think it was. He dropped weight for this year too. So hopefully that'll help with his stamina.
One thing they were showing.
Go ahead.
I said one thing they were showing was the more reps he took, the more he got out of his position where he was standing too high. He wasn't getting his pads low. So he's gonna have to work on that because he's gonna take a lot of reps. He's gonna have to get lower. He's gonna have to get lower as the game goes on. You can't get sloppy with your technique. You're gonna have to stay focused. And that's how you wind up. Those are the things that I always said. Fatigue separates the winners and the losers because when you get tired, you lose your technique. You lose your technique when you get tired. But if you focus and discipline, you don't. You stay. That separate Michael Jordan and all other greats. When they get tired, they still doing what they was doing in the beginning of the game. You just gotta.
And that's how you end up with a face full of dirt too, losing your technique as a tackle. Them big old linemen love to put their face in the dirt and then fall on top of you at that. So you don't want to lose it down in there. But remember, coming out of college, that was one of his cons that he didn't go hard every play.
Yeah. So hopefully
in college, he was more of a read and react type. So he didn't have to push the pocket or attack. And another thing that I'm looking at is he's going up against Nate Davis, and for him to be flashing in preseason the way he's doing, Nate Davis is trash.
Hey,
I mean, he's our $10 million guard. I mean, if you gotta, I understand this football. You got a second-year player, and he's showing out on you.
He's smacking you around.
Exactly. You got a second-year player. You supposed to be manhandling him, showing him, okay, this what you do. Okay, you're not going to beat me. You're a second-year player. I got this. But you're getting embarrassed. And the only thing we hearing is about how Dex is flashing in the preseason. So you need to shore up your game, or we need to put somebody else over there.
We saw how Montez Sweat was teaching the offensive lineman how to defend his rush. Right, we saw that.
Right.
And that's a good veteran leadership. So I was gonna say, what we was talking about Dexter. What made the Bears draft him? He's not what they were looking for a 3-tech. He didn't have the get off when he came into the league, which you need for the 3-tech, right? He's very tall. Most of those guys in the 3-tech are shorter, 6 feet, 6'1" type of players. He's tall. They don't have to get their pads low because they already lower. You know what I mean? He doesn't fit the conventional DT. It's like
3-tech technique, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't.
You know what?
Their style they look for.
Calais Campbell.
You know what?
Outliers. There's a couple outliers, but he's not the traditional for that job.
I get what you're saying. Maybe he was the best on the board. When they don't get their own guys, they tend to go after the best person on the board. Maybe he was the best person on the board at that time. I don't know. It do make sense with you. It's a valid question what you're asking, though. I said that too, man. I've never seen our defensive tackles this tall. You go way back to Tank and all them guys back in the 05, 06 coming up. Yeah. But never, it was nice and stout, but they never was 6'3", 6'4" type.
I think he's
you also got to think about the scores that they use when they drafting players, that RAS score.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Maybe he was the best on the board at the time.
Yeah, they put a lot of stock into that RAS score.
Yeah, I was just wondering because he wasn't explosive. He played the read and react type of defense. which is not what the Bears play. It's like, what possessed y'all to bring this guy in? Like, not saying anything's
Yeah.
wrong with Dexter. I like him. I just wanted to know the math behind it. Like, what did y'all see?
You know
He
what?
wasn't what y'all looking for.
Right. Sometimes it be those tests too, man. Sometimes you can talk your
Yeah.
way on a team.
Right.
Team first. Work method is
Mhm.
on field anti. Sometimes you can talk yourself on or off a team. So I don't know,
That's true.
but it
That's
do.
true.
The more and more I think about it, the question is very valid. Why did we? I don't see nothing that he possessed coming out of college that we normally look for in the DT.
Yeah,
So
but
yeah.
To me, I'm sorry, but to me, his college tape said nose tackle.
yeah.
That's what I saw. In the college, I saw nose tackle. I didn't see 3-tech.
I'll be honest.
But
This college tape showed me lazy.
yeah,
That's what I saw.
but
I didn't want him. I like what he's doing now, but when I saw him on tape, I didn't want him.
But that's the defense that Florida played. It was the read and react. So he looked lazy. But I saw when he put his foot in the ground, that power wasn't moving. That's why I saw him more at a nose tackle as opposed to a 3-tech.
And you know what?
I saw him more. I'm sorry, go ahead.
If injuries become a problem and he's available, he can play nose tackle probably in a pinch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Within there.
I like what I see now.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dex, I wasn't very high on you in the beginning, but I love what you're doing now. Thank you.
Right. I was gonna say, well, we here now. This is where we at, and he's proved that he could be an effective player at that spot at the 3-tech. So far, we're gonna see when the season starts, and go from there.
And before I forget, I didn't get a chance to comment on Nate Davis. I ain't got too much to say about Nate Davis.
We ain't even talking about.
I think you said enough. I think you said enough about Nate Davis. Yeah,
I told you he flowed. Man, that Nick. Hey, he got us.
Yeah.
He got us. Okay.
Only reason
that's
he made
all.
the team,
until he showed me different. That's how I feel.
Only reason he made the team because they paid him all that money because he didn't deserve a spot either. He didn't deserve a spot. I was talking earlier about Karan Al-Magaji. He didn't do anything. Nate Davis ain't done nothing.
No, he ain't played not one game, right? He ain't played not one preseason.
No,
right?
he played.
Oh, the Kansas City game?
Yeah. No, I think you talking about Nate Davis?
Yeah.
I think Nate Davis played the game before then. None of the
so he played the Buffalo game?
Buffalo game.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when he was doing pirouettes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that
right
D2, on that sack by on Caleb. That dude had him doing spinning. That dude had him spinning.
Hey,
he didn't look good.
Imagine you got the little red flag and you waving it at the bull.
Olay!
That's exactly what it was. It's exactly gone by there. Get on over there. You good. I'm gonna give you a free pass.
I was just reading yesterday. The Bulls don't even see the red flag. They don't even see the colors. I don't even know why they got that shit.
No, they don't. Yeah. Thank you. I didn't read it yesterday, but I've heard it years back.
I gotta do some more research on that one. Like, why is it red then if he can't see the color?
Yeah,
right. Is it the movement? Maybe it's the movement of it. I don't know.
I don't know.
It must be something. It must be something. You was not lying. I just thought about that.
Before I forget. Now, it seems like Tennessee is scrambling to shore up their defensive line. All that shit they was talking about, how they gonna try to get a Caleb Head, and y'all still searching for defensive players on the front line. They just acquired a linebacker, Ernest Jones from the Rams. They say that this is coming from inside of their camp, saying that their front line is not where they want it to be, or their defensive front line is not where they want it to be. So,
I haven't watched them in preseason, but I saw all the offseason moves they made, and they made some pretty good moves. So, on the defensive side, especially.
Yeah, they still
according to Jeremy Brenner. This is from Jeremy Brenner for the team. He said they're thin at defensive line and suffering from injuries at linebacker. A situation like this can't be good facing a team with the potential for the running the ball like the Bears have on offense. Yeah. You better
That's
put your
good
boots
news.
on, baby. You better put your boots on, baby.
Put your boots on. Strap
Lace
them
them up tight, baby.
Lace them to
Gotta
the
lace them
top.
up tight,
Lace them
baby.
to the top.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You
Yes,
about to be in
sir.
some shit.
I like how that
Man,
sounds.
excited, fellas. I just, man, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited,
Yes,
man.
sir.
I am
Hey,
excited.
we're gonna wrap it up right there, fellas. I appreciate y'all coming out for the Setting the Tone podcast. Everybody checking us out, like and subscribe to the podcast, and we appreciate you checking us out. We're gonna keep coming with the content, and because we enjoy talking shit with each other, talking sports with each other, talking football with each other, for sure.
Definitely,
And we love our team. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So on that note,
And
fellas,
we-
I appreciate y'all, and I'll catch y'all
Bear
again.
down.
Yes,
Bear
sir.
down, go Bears, baby.
For sure.
Ah.
Ah.